Welcome, friends. My name is Jennifer Longenecker, and I desire to encourage women to trust in the goodness of God and to help them nurture their faith. I am a child of God, a wife, a mother of 5, and a writer. But let's be honest, I am flawed. This side of heaven, life is incomplete. Abuse and rejection haunt me, insecurities pound at my door, and I question my impact as a wife and a mother. But God consistently reminds me through His Word, through friends and other writers, that He is marvelous. He will not abandon me. He longs to overwhelm me with good gifts and to teach me to thrive. My friend, He does the same for you. I want to encourage you as you thrive in the space of His goodness. Are you overwhelmed by the idea of long-distance learning? Are you unsure how to accomplish work tasks while supervising your students' long-distance learning experience? If so, I want you to take a deep breath in and slowly let it out, because you are going to survive this. Psalm 18:2 says, "The Lord is my rock, my fortress and my deliverer. My God is my rock, in whom I take refuge, my shield and the horn of my salvation, my stronghold." Often, we take refuge in our schedules. If our schedule is running according to plan, we feel secure. But when something shakes up our schedule, we start to feel overwhelmed. But God is preparing us for a mindset shift. So let's take refuge, not in our schedules, but in Him. God is making a new way and bringing families together. This is not a curse, it is a blessing. Isaiah 43:19 says, "See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland." So I have 5 kids. Well, I have 2 20-year-old twins. I have an 18-year-old and I have 16-year-old twins. 2 years ago, even though I was running my own business from home, I opted to place 3 of my 5 into a long-distance learning program. It is affiliated with the Houston ISD and not dissimilar from what families are facing now. I currently have 1 of my 5 in that same program. I know many parents and teachers are apprehensive about this new style of learning, so I have compiled some suggestions to help make the transition more enjoyable. First, it starts with your mindset. I realize that you just got thrown into this long-distance learning, and there will be an adaptation period that comes with some frustrations thrown around it. But in the end, you will enjoy this process. Your kids are watching you, and if you respond as if this long-distance learning is a curse, then so will they. Likewise, if you respond with excitement toward this new adventure, they will too. Also remember that you are not the teacher. I hope this is of some relief to you. I have overheard many parents talk about how this new system means that they are going to become the teachers. Just because your student is participating in this long-distance learning does not mean that you are expected to be the teacher. The expectation is not that you will teach, but that you will support the teachers in your child. You will support them by making sure that they have a space that is conducive to learning and that they can access all the materials that are needed. If your child is struggling, seek help from the teacher rather than trying to handle things on your own. If you take the role of the teacher, you're going to overwhelm yourself and your student. So how do you support your student? To start off with, you want to organize your email. Set up separate folders for each child and then have subfolders for each of the teachers. As emails come in, read them and then file them in the appropriate folder. This will ensure that you don't overlook any emails and will make finding things in a snap. Then help your child do the same. Secondly, you're going to set up a learning space with the help of your student. Make sure that there is a designated area for school time. The space needs to be quiet, but also be easily monitored. You want to put away any unnecessary devices and minimize distractions. The learning space can and should be mobile. Your student may learn better sitting on the couch rather than sitting at the kitchen table. Location changes throughout the day can also help your student refocus. Next, you're going to want to set up a schedule. Determine a set start time for each day and adhere to it. It is okay to adjust the time to fit your needs, but once a time has been established, stick to it. You may also find it more beneficial to stick to a schedule that closely follows that of the school. Start each day by checking email and filing messages accordingly. Have your child sign into their school account so that you can see what their teachers are sending. Accountability is key with long-distance learning. Mark assignments and due dates on a calendar. Most teachers post assignments on Monday. However, not all teachers have the same due date, so you want to make sure what the final due date is for each teacher and each assignment. Then, using the assignment calendar, put together a task list for each day. Oversee lesson completion. Simply put, make yourself available if your student has any questions, and then monitor to make sure they're not being distracted. They will likely act like they don't know what to do, but know that they are just testing the boundaries. Do not get sucked into completing the lesson for your child. Answer any questions that they have and then let them know that you believe in them and that they are fully capable of working this problem out. Make sure to stay in communication with the teacher. Read and respond to each email, even if it's just to say thank you or to offer a kind word of encouragement. Your communication with the teacher is the only way that they know how the long-distance learning experience is going. Encourage your student to reach out as well. They can send a quick message saying thank you, or they can share their favorite part of the day. And finally, motivation ideas. There will be times when you and your student lack motivation. Prepare for this in advance and devise a motivation plan. You can implement visual representations that track their progress. You can encourage motivation by moving their learning space to a new area, like outside to the back porch or going to a park. You can create a reward or incentive program. We all respond to rewards, so it may prove helpful to offer reward for small tasks, such as waking up on time, and big tasks like doing well on a test. Take a break each day that involves physical activity. Go for a walk or go play with bubbles out in the backyard. In short days, you will find yourself in a new routine and enjoying this opportunity to spend more time with your children. Remember that it is your job to support your child and their teacher. Establish a routine and a plan that allows you to support everyone. Review the schedule frequently and remember to take breaks. You can do this. Joshua 1:9 says, "Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go." So how are you feeling about long-distance learning? Are you excited, maybe apprehensive? I would love to know your thoughts, so feel free to comment below. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I will see you next Friday for more encouragement and support as you thrive in the space of His goodness.